What's up, YouTube? So this video is going to serve as a follow-up to one of my previous videos in which I talked about why you aren't maintaining your goal weight if you're on a weight loss journey. And I feel like I kind of owe it to you to talk about what what sort of track I'm on, what I've been doing. I kind of like bashed all hope of maintaining your weight loss, which I don't think is true at all. I think there's lots of ways to actually maintain your weight, but the goal of that video was just to say, well, here's why you're struggling with it, and that you should probably change your mentality before you go on a weight loss journey. Not to say that you shouldn't. You definitely, I encourage that for health reasons, and if it's just something that you want to do. So I'm going to take this video and go over what I'm doing currently to maintain my body weight. And I've been up and down the past, forever, I guess, 5-6 years. And for the past, 4 months, I've been pretty much stabilized at a pretty below average, lower than average weight for my height, which is 5'9". And so I'm just going to share what approach that I've taken. So back in January, I heard about veganism and researched it and was interested to try it because it seemed like a healthier way of being able to eat a significant or a normal amount of food while maintaining your weight. Could be used for weight loss purposes or weight gain purposes, but it just seemed like a really healthy way of eating. And health is really important to me at this point in my weight loss journey, or life, really, honestly. And so sorry, that's my dog. So I decided to look into it. And so veganism is basically an advanced or a more drastic form of vegetarianism, where you don't eat any animal byproducts or any animal products. So no meat, no eggs, no dairy, like cheese and stuff. And so I just went on it cold turkey. And before that, I wasn't even vegetarian, I ate meat, whatever. So I went on it, and it's just been, an absolute great experience so far. I'm 6 months in. I've always said to myself, if you want a cheeseburger, eat a cheeseburger. If you want bacon, eat some bacon. And I think that's why I've been able to stick to it. But anyways, that's just the lifestyle that I've been following. And the form of veganism, because it's like so many different communities within vegan communities, is the high carb, low fat vegans. And so I pretty much eat, like 80% of my calories come from carbohydrates. 10% will be, 5 to 10% is fat, and then 10% is protein. And vegans not getting enough protein is kind of silly. I mean, I did my research, and I tracked on and off for a little while just to make sure I was intaking nutrients and enough calories or whatever. So 80-10-10, and you get protein from all vegetables, but I eat a lot of beans, so protein's really not a problem for me. And plus, I'm not trying to be like a bodybuilder or build a lot of mass, so I don't need more than 40-50 grams of protein a day anyways, so that's not a difficult thing to hit. So as far as the completeness of the diet, I get all the nutrients that I need, so that's really healthy. And then as far as my weight, so it definitely went up at first because I began eating more calories, just because I really wanted to stabilize at a higher metabolic rate for my body than I was currently at. So I wanted to train my body to eat more calories and see if I could maintain a healthy weight doing that. So it's kind of an experiment. And then I, since then I've dropped below, where I was when I started, which is great. And for the past, 4 months, I'd say I've been pretty much maintaining at that, which is really amazing because I've really cut back on the exercise. So if you're looking for do you have to do extreme exercise? No. And it's probably the first time in my life, honestly, that I've consistently not exercised extremely every day or 5 times a week, and that was really a big key factor in me deciding like what path I wanted to pursue to maintain weight loss, because, you know, exercise is great and I still love exercise. I still exercise, but when exercise becomes a burden is when I think it becomes unhealthy. And that's what I was looking to kind of eliminate, I guess, was the need to exercise heavily. You know, I'm a big advocate of just like moving your body every day, being active or semi-active. I mean, not just sitting around all day. And when you're eating enough food, like a significant amount of calories, like 2,000, 1,800, whatever, you kind of, you're not lethargic. You kind of have energy to just do whatever you want or need to. So it hasn't been a really huge thing. And I have kept up exercise, but I truly believe that anyone that like wants to try this, you could stop exercising. I really do believe that. And I think you could still intake a high amount of calories, you know, 2,000, 2,500 if you want it. And I'm 5'9", so whatever, you know, you would adjust that if you're a guy or you're like bigger, taller, shorter than me. That's just, for me, what I found is pretty comfortable and works. Let's see. And that's pretty much what I've been doing to maintain my weight. So, I mean, I guess the question that, or the challenge that I would present to you is, can you say that if you ate more than you currently are right now, maybe you're on like a low carb, low calorie diet, and can you say that if you increase your calories, could you still, or decreased exercise, could you still maintain your current weight? And if the answer to that is no, I would encourage you to change what you're doing. I mean, maybe give what I'm doing a try. I'm not like, I've only been a vegan for like 6 months, and I'm not like a super advocate of it, but it has worked for me so far. That's kind of like what this YouTube channel, whatever, is gonna show, like what if this continues to work for me, and if not, switch it up. You know, I've pretty much tried everything out there, so hey, why not? But this one has really stuck longer than anything else. Like, tried, you know, paleo, CrossFit, extreme exercise, being a runner, you know, all the diets out there, and this seems to be working for me right now, so that's what I'm doing. And I, just to give you an idea of what I do eat, it's mostly things like potatoes and beans and rice and fruits and a lot of like lettuce. I just love lettuce. Not salads. Salads are just, I used to eat so many salads. Salads are just not substantial enough. If I'm making a salad, it's like topped with beans and potatoes or something, I don't know, just, or avocado, sometimes avocado, but keeping the fat low. And you will be surprised that you can still eat at really any restaurant, honestly. Like, you can eat pizza, just take the cheese off. You can eat, you know, veggie burgers. Honestly, I've eaten at more restaurants and eaten more things at restaurants, like other than salads, since being a vegan. So when people are like, well, I would recommend not telling people you're vegan, because they think it's like this huge crazy thing, and anyone can take anything to an extreme, and I'm not at an extreme level with this right now. So you can pretty much go anywhere and eat anything. I mean, that's, you can't eat anything, but you can find vegan options almost anywhere. You know, just take the dairy out, take the meat products out. But I think the key thing that I've really enjoyed about this lifestyle is that it is a lifestyle, and I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I've just changed the foods that I'm eating, and I eat mostly, like I was saying, potatoes and rice, but whole foods, mainly because I'm lazy, you know. And I'll do another video on like what I eat, I guess. But I you know, cook some potatoes, throw some seasonings, a little bit of salt. You don't really need a whole lot of salt, because mixing vegetables together actually tastes pretty delicious. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and it seems to be working for me, and I'll keep you updated.